ಪರಮಪೂಜ್ಯ ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಠಾಧೀಶರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಗುಣೇಂದ್ರ ತೀರ್ಥ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದಂಗಳವರ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಿರಿಯ ಪಟ್ಟದ ಪರಮಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಶ್ರೇಂದ್ರ ತೀರ್ಥ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದಂಗಳವರ ಪರಮಾನುಗ್ರಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ನವದೆಹಲಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅನುಸಂಧಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ ನವದೆಹಲಿ ಇವರ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಮತ್ತು ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಸಹಭಾಗಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ವಾದಿರಾಜ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾನದಿಂದ ತಿಗಳಾರೆ ಲಿಪಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮೋಡಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಲಿಪಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಗಳ ಲಿಪ್ಯಂತರ ಕಲಿಕಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರವನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತಿನಿಂದ 14 ದಿವಸಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಇದೇ ಸಭಾಭವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದರ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇದೀಗ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಗೊಳ್ಳಲಿದೆ. ನಾನು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಆಹ್ವಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೈದ್ಯ ರವಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ, ಮಹಾನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಮಂಡಳಿ ನವದೆಹಲಿ. ಅವರು ದಯಮಾಡಿ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಶ್ರೀಧರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಅವರನ್ನು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸಭಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಠದ ಆಡಳಿತಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಎಂ ನಾಗರಾಜ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ JP ಪ್ರಸಾದ್, ಸಹಾಯಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಪರಂಪರೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್, ಹಾಗೂ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧೀರ್ ರಾಜ್ ಕೆ, ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರು ಮತ್ತು ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, IKS ಕೇಂದ್ರ, ನಿಟ್ಟೆ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿನೋದ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಲಾವಣಿಯ, ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, MS ಪ್ರಾದೇಶಿಕ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ. ಅವರು ದಯಮಾಡಿ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರ ಟಿ, ಸಹಾಯಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದೀಯ ಅನುಸಂಧಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ವಂದೇ ಮಂಥಪಾಶಧರಂ ದಿವ್ಯಾರ್ಭಕಾಕೃತಿಂ ಶಿಖಾಬಂಧತ್ರಯೋಪೇತಂ ಭೈಷ್ಮೀ ಮಧ್ವಕರಾರ್ಚಿತಂ ಆಪಾದಮೌಳಿಪರ್ಯಂತಂ ಗುರೂಣಾಂ ಆಕೃತಿಂ ಸ್ಮರೇತ್ ತೇನ ವಿಘ್ನಾಃ ಪ್ರಣಶ್ಯಂತಿ ಸಿದ್ಧ್ಯಂತಿ ಚ ಮನೋರಥಾಃ. ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಪರಶುರಾಮದೇವರು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕರಾವಳಿಯ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯ ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಗಳು ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ವಿಕೋಪ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಹಿತಿಯ ಕೊರತೆಯಿಂದ ಅನೇಕ ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಗಳು ನಾಶದ ಅಂಚಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ಅಂತಹ ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಗಳ ಸಂರಕ್ಷಣೆಗೆ ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅನೇಕ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಭಾರತ ಮಿಷನ್ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಲನೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಯಾನದ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಆಯುಷ್ ಸಚಿವಾಲಯದ ಅಧೀನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಮಂಡಳಿ ಮತ್ತು ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅಧೀನದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ನವದೆಹಲಿ ಇವರ ಸಹಭಾಗಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ತುಳು ತಿಗಳಾರಿ ಲಿಪಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮೋಡಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಲಿಪಿಯ ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಗಳು ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳ ಲಿಪ್ಯಂತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರವನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮತ್ತು ಮುಖ್ಯಪ್ರಾಣದೇವರ ಹಾಗೂ ಶ್ರೀಮಧ್ವಾಚಾರ್ಯರ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಭಗವಂತನನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ವಂದೇ ಮಂಥಪಾಶಧರಂ ದಿವ್ಯಾರ್ಭಕಾಕೃತಿಂ ಶಿಖಾಬಂಧತ್ರಯೋಪೇತಂ ಭೈಷ್ಮೀ ಮಧ್ವಕರಾರ್ಚಿತಂ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಣೇಶ ಪ್ರಣತ ವಿಭವಾಯ ಅವನಿಮಗಾಹ ನಮಸ್ವಾಮಿನ್ ರಾಮಪ್ರಿಯತಮ ಹನುಮನ್ ಗುರುಗುಣ ನಮಸ್ತುಭ್ಯಂ ಭೀಮ ಪ್ರಬಲತಮ ಕೃಷ್ಣೇಷ್ಟ ಭಗವನ್ ನಮಃ ಶ್ರೀಮನ್ ಮಧ್ವ ಪ್ರದಿಶ ಸುದೃಶಂ ನೋ ಜಯ ಜಯ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಕರಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದವರು ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೈದ್ಯ ರವಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರು ದೀಪ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲನೆಯ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಲನೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸರ್ವೇ ಸ್ಥಾವರ ಜಂಗಮಾಃ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನಂ ಕುರ್ವಂತು ನೋ ಮಂಗಲಂ. ತದೇವ ಲಗ್ನಂ ಸುದಿನಂ ತದೇವ ತಾರಾಬಲಂ ಚಂದ್ರಬಲಂ ತದೇವ ವಿದ್ಯಾಬಲಂ ದೈವಬಲಂ ತದೇವ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಪತೇಂಗ್ರಿಯುಗಂ ಸ್ಮರಾಮಿ. ಮಂಗಲಂ ಭಗವಾನ್ ವಿಷ್ಣುಃ ಮಂಗಲಂ ಮಧುಸೂದನಃ ಮಂಗಲಂ ದೇವಕೀ ಪುತ್ರೋ ಮಂಗಲಂ ಗರುಡಧ್ವಜಃ. ಸರ್ವಮಂಗಲಮಾಂಗಲ್ಯೆ ಶಿವೆ ಸರ್ವಾರ್ಥಸಾಧಿಕೆ ಶರಣ್ಯೇ ತ್ರ್ಯಂಬಕೆ ದೇವಿ ನಾರಾಯಣಿ ನಮೋಸ್ತುತೇ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರ ಟಿ, ಸಹಾಯಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, ಕೇಂದ್ರ.
Very warm good morning to all. Today's chief guest, respected Director General, Professor Vaidya Ravinarayan Acharya sir, Ministry of CCRAS, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, and guest Sri M. Nagaraj Acharya ji, Administrator Sri Puttige Mat Udupi, and Sri Dr. Sudhir Ras K, Professor and Director IKS Center, Nitya University, Dr. B. Gopalacharya, Director Sri Vadraj Research Foundation Udupi, distinguished resource persons, and officers from our CCRAS family, Dr. G.P. Prasad, Assistant Director in charge, National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, Hyderabad, and officers from our headquarters, Dr. Rakesh Narayana, Dr. Mukesh Chincholikar, Dr. Dilip Kumar Kar from CCRAS headquarters, and our colleagues from CRI Bangalore, Dr. Tejaswini, and Dr. Rajendra Kumar, and all the participants attending from visiting from various colleges like STM Ayurvedic College Udupi, Asan, and also from all the Sanskrit universities. On behalf of CCRAS and also from Central Sanskrit University, New Delhi, and Sri Vadraj Research Foundation, Udupi, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to the inaugural session of the Transliteration Capacity Building Workshop on Manuscripts of Ayurveda. You all know that Ayurveda possesses a vast treasure of knowledge preserved in manuscripts written in different scripts and languages. This transliteration is an essential step in preserving, studying, and making the knowledge accessible to scholars, researchers, and future generations. This workshop has been designed to strengthen capacities in manuscript reading, transliteration, and documentation, thereby contributing to the preservation of our rich knowledge. And the CCRAS is conducting such type of research foundation, Sri Puttige Mat Udupi, and also from all the colleges who have nominated the scholars to attend this workshop. I also extend a special welcome to all participants who have traveled from different parts of the country to take part of in this workshop. I am confident that the sessions and interactions during the coming days will be highly enriching and beneficial to all. With these words, I once again welcome you all and wishes the workshop a grand success. Thank you.
ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮಾಲಾರ್ಪಣೆಯ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಜೆ.ಪಿ. ಪ್ರಸಾದ್, ಸಹಾಯಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಪರಂಪರಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧೀರ್ ರಾಜ್ ಕೆ, ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರು ಮತ್ತು ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, IKS ಕೇಂದ್ರ, ನಿಟ್ಟೆ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿನೋದ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಲಾವಣಿಯ, ಸಂಶೋಧನಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು, MS ಪ್ರಾದೇಶಿಕ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ, ಹಾಗೂ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರ ಟಿ, ಸಹಾಯಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದೀಯ ಅನುಸಂಧಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾನ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮಾಲಾರ್ಪಣೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾನದ ದಿವಾನರಾದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ನಾಗರಾಜ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ, ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಪ್ರಧಾನವಾದದ್ದು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೇರಣಾದಾಯಕವಾದ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕ ರೂಪವಾದಂತಹ ಮಾತುಗಳ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡುವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೈದ್ಯ ರವಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು. ದೂರದ ದೆಹಲಿಯಿಂದ ಅನೇಕ ಒತ್ತಡದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ, ಇದೊಂದು 36 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವಾದರೂ 36 ಜನರಿಂದ ನೂರಾರು ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಗಳ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಅದು ಆಗೋದಿದೆ. ಈ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಉದ್ಘಾಟಕರಾಗಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಂದ ಈಗ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿದಾಯಕ ಮಾತುಗಳು.
Namaste to all the learned participants and experts of this 2 weeks workshop. Most respected Nagaraja Acharya ji, the Chief Administrator of Putika Mutt, Dr. Sudhir Raj K, the Professor and Director of Center of Indian Knowledge Systems, Nitte University, Dr. G.B. Prasad, my colleague, and the head of the Institute, National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, one of the major institute of under CCRAS. Dr. Mahesh, the head of Central Ayurveda Research Institute at Bengaluru. Dr. B. Gopalacharya, the director to whom I missed first time yesterday, but the personality which you are having, sir, may Lord Jagannath bless you to serve the nation in this spirit, sir. My colleague, Dr. Rakesh, Dr. Mukesh, Dr. Rajendra, Dr. Tejashwini, and Dr. Dilip Kar, and all dear participants of this today's inaugural post function and also 1-2 week workshops on manuscriptology. Dear friends, CCRAS is one of the topmost research organization under Ministry of Ayush to carry out research in Ayurveda in a scientific way. Dear friends, Ayurveda, as we all know, the oldest system of medicines in the world, exists in this universe since its inception. We can say that is since from Vedic era, we all know about Ayurveda, and whatever the properties of the medicinal plants, the disease conditions are being noted in the Vedic era. As on today, we also observe the same thing, that is the properties of Khadira as a Kushtagna or Jatavansi or other drugs, with all the properties that it shows that it was scientific and validated, and it is not on a hypothetical things that these plants' name are noted in the medicine in the Vedic era. And as on today, after thousands of years, the same thing happened, whatever noted. But new things also come up, and Ayurveda, as per its principle, has never overrule the new incomings into its fold. It may be a new disease conditions, or it may be a new medicinal plants, because Charak says that you have to consult a cowherd which is moving in the forest to have better knowledge about the medicinal plants and their uses, and you have to consult others for that purpose, and you have to enrich your knowledge. But due to, as I was talking to Nagarajanji, that how we are being governed. If you go to the history of Indian health system, we can say Indian health system, before we were being ruled by the Mughals and others, Ayurveda was the only medical system in the country, and the geographical region at that bottom type, that is totally from undivided India, Bharat versus that was there. It may be Pakistan, it may be Bangladesh, or it may be Myanmar, or it may be Cambodia. That up to that portion Ayurveda was adopted, and Ayurveda is being practiced. But what happens? Mughal ruled us, they brought Unani, their systems, and they try to give much importance to that and research, lesson research on Ayurvedic system of medicines. Then we are ruled by the Britishers, and Britishers tried to prove that Ayurveda is unscientific, and the modern science, modern medicine, that point of which was emerging that felt 300 years before, they put much emphasis on that. And all the manuscripts, and not only emphasis, but the knowledge which were preserved in the form of manuscript, because that point of time paper, all these things are scientific and not evolved, they tried to destroy those things so that this knowledge could not be further researched upon. That was the thing, and this thing continues up to that also. Even if post-independence, during independence, this government set up many committees. Pre-independence, starting from 1850 onwards, government set up many committees to how to give, in the name of scientific validity of Ayurveda rather than research upon Ayurveda. So we are, and post-independence also, we try to ourselves to do research to validate, yes, we are good, we are fine. But not any new things are come. But many things are written in the manuscripts. That's why I am coming to the topic, today's topic, why we need research in manuscriptology and why because India was the only country diversified with the different languages. And if you go to the history of Nighantus, if you will find that many Nighantus, that is what is Ayurvedic pharmacopoeia, are written in regional languages, and experts were in the regional languages. And now, in the name of Pan-India, in the name of English, in the name of Hindi, we are synchronizing ourselves to only one or two languages But India is not of that. India has its own beauty, own scientific validity. When we talked about Kerala, when talked about Karnataka, when talked about Odisha, when talked about Kashmir. Kashmir was one of the most learned states in the country that point of time. And you can see hundreds of literatures and Nighantus, and those experts of their local plants, they put the properties, actions, new indications, everything in those Nighantus based upon their experiences. The experience of a Karnataka Vaidya, the experience of a Kaviraj of Bengal, the experience of a Vaidya of a Hakim of Jammu and Kashmir or other part was quite vast. And they have written all these things in the manuscript at that point of time. But due to less approach of the government, the present government since last 10 years has given much importance, and the Honorable Prime Minister has started this Indian knowledge system. How to give much importance to our Indian knowledge system, this a new version has started. But CCRAS, starting from its inception, that is 1969 onwards, we have researched upon a long thing, and we have dedicated institute where Dr. Prasad is heading, that is National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, where we have the manuscript near about 5,000. He will exactly speak about the manuscript. All these manuscripts were with us, and since last 4 years, we have collected more than 3,000 manuscripts. And we not only were collecting, our purpose is to collect, to translate, to transliterate, and to do research on those things, not only collect by scanning in and keeping in the doorstep, keeping in the cupboard, or we have a dedicated website for this purpose, dear friends. You can visit the website for that purpose. That there we put every scanning, that detailed cataloging of those manuscripts what we have got. And that is open. We may, I am talking about number of manuscripts, but the titles may be different, title may be all, but we have this much of heritage. And we are still pursuing, since last 3 years, we are fortunate we got Dr. Dilip Kar as a consultant for this purpose, who works upon national manuscript, who has experience on national manuscript missions. We have a team leader, team at headquarters, Dr. Lavanya, Dr. Rakesh, Dr. Mukesh. They are the basic scientists who are dedicatedly working upon this manuscriptology, and we are fortunate that we got an MOU with Central Sanskrit University. The first thing what we made is last 3 years, we had an MOU with Sanskrit, because Sanskrit is our culture. Sanskrit, until and unless Ayurveda make hands with collaborative research, collaborative with Sanskrit, Sanskrit, we cannot further ahead, go ahead with it, because all our manuscripts, maximum thing are in either in regional language or in Sanskrit. So we thought, now what we do, we have after this collaboration, so after this MOU with Central Sanskrit University, we have workshops at Central, all the campuses of Central Sanskrit University, where 50% participants are from Sanskrit and 50% from Ayurveda. So we joined together. And that I was talking to Acharya ji here, that after once we have a target that yes, within 15 days of workshops, we conducted workshops, Central Ayurveda in St. Jagannath Institute at Puri, at one at Bhubaneswar, one at Kerala, and next after this is here at Karnataka, and we are planning next one is at Varanasi, that Allahabad there. So here our purpose is, dear friends, the young scientists, young research scholars who have dedicated, who have a vision to work upon, who has a self-interest. We are not forcing anybody. Those who are interested, they come, they can do that, they take their career. Nobody will bar you from a physician. You are a registered physician. You can do practice at any point of time. But we need every Ayurveda expert should dedicate at least 2 hours, 1 hour day for this literature, for the Ayurveda literature, and you can do wonder. You can enrich your biodata, dear friends. You can enrich your biodata like anything. If you, and we have started, Dr. Rakesh has made one, we have a series of publications, Namanvesha Ayurveda, Namanvesha Granthamala. So this type of manuscripts, what we give you people write, will publish with your name. The manuscript will be published with dedicated to your name there, by expression of interest. That is one thing. So that we give previously in the government publications, it does not happen. But we started this process that we have to encourage to the young scientists, young researchers, and we'll, with your photographs, with your small biodata, 100 words biodata, the book will be published with backside your name, everything is there. So that will enrich your biodata also, and that is the thing we can give you. We can't give you money because the government organization, we can just give you remunerations like 5,000, 10,000 or like that. But the expenditure of all the publication expenditure, whatever from this workshop will come, will be jointly published by the organizations that Badhiraj Research Foundations and CCRAS. From where we took the manuscripts, we used to have joint publications with Central Sanskrit University also. Whatever the MOU, according to the MOU, whatever the MOU we have made, we will do that part also. So I thank Gopalacharya ji for hosting this workshop, and also the head, Nagaraj ji, for the head, Nagaraj Acharya ji, the head of the Putik Mutt, and for giving us this opportunity to CCRAS to be at your place, and the nice hospitality yesterday. We are blessed to have darshan of Sri Krishna ji, and all these arrangements are made by your good self, sir. I thank and I wish this program a grand success, and I am sure Dilipkar will be here. He has a good track record. I don't think that he will lose his track record that by not publishing all the 5 targeted books, whatever 600 pages he has targeted. He has promised, he has completed his promise at Bhubaneswar, at Puri, at Kerala. Wherever he goes, he will be here for 15 days. So he will not lift you any minutes also. I am also assured from morning 9 to 6 p.m. he will be before you, and the task, he is a taskmaster, and I am sure we all will be success in this 15 days workshops. I thank Prasad for coordinating, because he is traveling many states. From tomorrow, after next week, he will be at Chhattisgarh for collecting many manuscripts, and also he will stay there for Chhattisgarh for collecting manuscripts. Previously, he was at Bihar. So we are working sincerely for that purpose. I thank Dr. Mahesh, who is also in charge, newly taken over charge at the Bangalore Institute. I thank Dr. Rajendra and Tejashwini for their cooperations coming from the Bangalore and staying here, and my headquarter colleagues, Dr. Rakesh and Mukesh. We miss Dr. Lavanya for Tamil Administrative Region, but I am sure that this program will be grand success. Thank you all, sir.
ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೈದ್ಯ ರವಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಠದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ದೇವರ ಪ್ರಸಾದವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಟ್ಟೆ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಈ ಭಾಗದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಗೊಂಡಂತಹ IKS ವಿಭಾಗದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾಗಿ ಅನೇಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸದ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಳುನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಕರಾಗಿ ದಾಖಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧೀರ್ ರಾಜ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಅವರದು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾಗರಾಜ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಪ್ರಸಾದವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ ಗೌರವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧೀರ್ ರಾಜ್ ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಶ್ರೀಮಠದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಪ್ರಸಾದವನ್ನು ನಾಗರಾಜ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ನೀಡಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಸತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುದೂರದಿಂದ ಆಗಮಿಸಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಬೆಂಬಲವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ, ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದಂತಹ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೈದ್ಯ ರವಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದವನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದುವರಿತದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಪ್ರಯಾಣದ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಫೋಟೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಪರಿಚಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀಧರಾಚಾರ್ಯರಿಂದಲೇ ಆರಂಭ ಆಗಲಿ. ಅವರು ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಡ್ಲೆಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ
पी श्रीधराचार्यः स्थानीय संयोजकः वादिराज रिसर्च फाउंडेशन उडुपि.
ನಾನು ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ ಕರ, ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಸಂಯೋಜಕ, ಆಯುರ್ವೇದೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅನುಸಂಧಾನ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾನ ನವದೆಹಲಿ.
वैद्य मुकेश चिंचोलीकर, अनुसंधान अधिकारी आयुर्वेद, CCRAS मुख्यालय नवी दिल्ली.
नमस्ते, वैद्य राकेश नारायणन, रिसर्च ऑफिसर आयुर्वेदा at CCRAS headquarter New Delhi.
डॉक्टर तेजस्विनी, रिसर्च ऑफिसर क्यारी बेंगलुरु.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಕುಮಾರ್, ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಲಿನಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು PhD ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ನ್ಯಾಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ PhD ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ.
Namaste, I am Dr. Deepthi Krishna. I am a second year PG scholar in the Department of Samhita and Siddhanta, SDM Hassan.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಪೂಜಾ ಅಂತ, SDM ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಹಾಸನ್, ಸಂಹಿತ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಟು ಆಲ್. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಪೂರ್ವ ಪಾಲನ್ಕರ್ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು SDM ಹಾಸನಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯೇಟ್ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್.
Namaste everyone, I am Dr. Suman, second year PG scholar from Department of Samhita and Siddhanta, SDMCH Hassan.
Namaste all, myself Dr. Sushmita Bernard, Samhita Siddhanta Department, second year PG scholar from the SDM Hassan.
Namaste all, myself Dr. Parshat Mashal, first year PG scholar, Samhita Siddhanta Department from SDM Hassan.
Namaste all, myself Dr. Vinod, first year PG scholar from the Department of Samhita and Siddhanta, STM Ayurveda College, Udupi.
Namaste all, myself Jailakshmi Purohit from SDM Udupi from the Department of Samhita Siddhanta.
Namaste all, myself Vadan PH, first year PG scholar, Samhita Siddhanta Department, Udupi.
ನಮೋ ನಮಃ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಅರವಿಂದ್ ಶಾನ್ಭಾಗ್. ನಾನು ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೀಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಪಾಲಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಮಹೋದಯರ ಜೊತೆ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Namaste everyone, I am Dr. Pannaga, final year PG scholar from SDM Udupi. Namaste everyone,
I am Dr. Pooja Ishwar Bhatt, third year PG scholar from Department of Samhita Siddhanta and Sanskrita from SDM Ayurveda Udupi.
Namaste everyone. I am Dr. Anusha, Samhita Siddhanta Department, third year PG scholar from SDM Udupi.
Namaste all. Myself Dr. Shrikala, third year PG scholar from the Department of Samhita Siddhanta, SDM Ayurveda College, Udupi.
Namaste everyone. Myself Dr. Kavya, second year PG scholar from the Department of Samhita Siddhanta from SDM Udupi.
Namaste everyone. Myself Dr. Basavarajeswari, second year PG scholar from the Department of Samhita Siddhanta from SDM College of Ayurveda Udupi.
Namaste everyone. Myself Dr. Rameza, second year PG scholar from Department of Samhita Siddhanta, SDM Udupi.
Namaste everyone. Myself Dr. Sneha, first year PG scholar from the Department of Samhita and Siddhanta, SDM Udupi.
Namaste everyone. Myself Dr. Dikshita Hebbar, Assistant Professor, Department of Ayurveda Samhita and Siddhanta, SDM Udupi.
Namaste. I am Dr. Mahalakshmi, Assistant Professor from SDM Udupi.
Namaste. I am Dr. Likhita from SDM Udupi, Associate Professor.
Namaste everyone. Myself Dr. Nagendra Megde, third year PG scholar, Samhita Siddhanta Department from SDM Udupi.
Namaste, myself Dr. Sriprad Upadhyay, first year PG scholar from the Department of Samhita Siddhanta, SDM Udupi.
ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಹೆಸರು ಈಶಾ, ಪ್ರಥಮ ವರ್ಷ ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ, ಸಂಹಿತ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ವಿಭಾಗ, SDM ಉಡುಪಿ.
Namaste, myself Dr. Ajay, second year PG scholar from SDM Udupi.
Namaste, myself Dr. Sudarshan Rao GD, final year PG scholar, Department of Samhita Siddhanta, SDM Udupi.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಚಾಲಕರು.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಚಂದ್ರು ಅಂತ, CRA ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಅಡ್ಮಿನ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಿಂದ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮಹಿತೋಷ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಅಂತ, ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಠದ ಸುಗುಣಮಾಲ ಮಾಸಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯ ಎಡಿಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ವಾದರಾಜ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಳು ಲಿಪಿ, ತಿಗಳಾರಿ ಲಿಪಿ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ತುಳು ಲಿಪಿಯ ಮ್ಯಾನುಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟಿನ ರೀಡರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಲಿಪಿ ಕಲಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ ಮಧ್ಯ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ.
ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಆದಿತ್ಯ ಕೇಕುಡ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮೂಲ ಮಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಶರಳ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೀಠದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಅಭಿನವ ಜೋಶಿ, ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೀಠದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೀಠದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳ ಅವರು ಮೇಡಮ್.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ, ಮೈಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, SDM ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಉಡುಪಿ, ಸಂಹಿತ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ವಿಭಾಗ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ.
ನಿಂತವರು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧೀರ್ ರಾಜ್ಕೆ, IKS ವಿಭಾಗ, ಅದರ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು, ನಿಟ್ಟೆ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ, ಅವರು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೇರಣಾದಾಯಕವಾದ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ನೀಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಶುಭಂ ಮಂಗಳಂ. Seeking the blessings of Parama Pujya Sugunendra Swamiji and Kiriya Pattada Shri Sushrendra Swamiji and all the dignitaries on the days and off the days. My Guru, Dr. Gopalacharya requested me to speak for about 10 minutes. I represent the Nite University, which is a A+ grade university, and I am the director of IKS. Generally, when we look at the IKS today, Indian knowledge system, there is a lot of confusion which is there among the youths, especially about what exactly it is. So I'll be speaking about that and to make the things crystal clear to everybody. I think your entire workshop will take its, or rather it has an affiliation with the ancient wisdom or the Indian knowledge system. Well, it has, when you talk about this Indian knowledge system, there are three components in that: Indian, knowledge, and system. Indian, when you talk about it, it has two components, especially with regard to the study of Indian knowledge system. One is you can concentrate on the geographical aspect. Another one, you can focus on the demographic aspect. Geographically speaking, the India that we speak about India today is not the real India. But I am referring to the Akhanda Bharat. 1947 India was only a political arrangement, and Britishers were ruling us more than 200 years, and they had their own contributions to us, and then they left. But we are not referring to that when we talk about Indian knowledge. When we talk about Indian knowledge, which has nearly about, as you know, 5,000 to 6,000 years old, or what we say, 5,000 to 6,000 millennia. It's not 1947 India, and we need to be very clear about it. It was only a political arrangement. Now there are two things to be noted here. So when I said here very clearly, the first part of the story, the geographic aspect or geographical aspect, north and south, it was intact. Even today, as you know, Himalayas at the top and Indian Ocean in the south. But east and west, what we talk about India today is not the same. You can go far east to Indonesia, and here you can go even to the extent of Iran. That was actually India, well spread over. So geographically, we have to be clear about this. So I'm only talking about Akhanda Bharat. It's not the Bharat that we refer for political arrangement. That's point number one. Second one is about knowledge, Indian knowledge. Before that, let me make the things very clear about the demographic part. When I am born in India, of course, I have a domicile, I become a citizen of India, no doubt about it. But when I talk about the aspect of the second thing as that of demographic, basically you have to understand very clear, in the Akhanda Bharat or even today, people who have common cultural moorings or common way of thinking, unity of purpose, unity of thinking, right? They all will be a part of India only. So that's what exactly I mean. It is not the person who has Aadhaar card or passport of India who is residing in India is an Indian. No. Anyone can become, provided we need to have a cultural moorings, or we need to have a co-creation mentality. We need to have a mentality that we are the humanity and we need to protect the humanity, and that's what our Pradhan Mantri ji has been talking about, basically about one planet, one family, and also one future. Look at that. So basically that India, even to refer to the democratic part, that is what we have been doing today, all these great organizations. It's all about the globalization of Indian thought. We are into that yajna now. The globalization of Indian thought, Indian language, Indian ideas, everything. Once it has been spread over, absolutely at the end of the day, India is not standing just we are great in the world, we should be great for the world. And we have been. Point is that it is not just because India is great or Bharat is great in the world and we can have that prestige. No, more than that, we should be great for the world. And this for is very important today. That is why perhaps the manuscripts, it's all about written by hand, all these kinds of things which makes India really rich. That is the contribution of India to the whole world. That's the second point. Thirdly, the knowledge part. When you look at, I'll just take some 12 to 13 minutes here. Knowledge part, knowledge is required for leading an ordinary life. But wisdom is required for a person to lead a functional life. And believe me, all the granthas and inscriptions of India, which Sir was referring to, basically in the Sanskrit language, that is why our first karma, or rather first our commitment to commitment is that Samskrita Poshanam is Atyavashakam. This is very, because all those granthas and all those things are in Sanskrit language. And we need to cull out the wisdom out of that, and we need to pass on it to the next, so many generations. That is one of the ways by which we can make India truly rich for the world. Rich not in terms of the richness of the wealth. I mean here, richness of our wisdom, richness of our pride, richness of our culture, because culture is a human product. Culture is a human product. The India, the way with which we live, we join, we talk, everything has an Indianness in that. That's what basically I am talking about. So knowledge is one, but wisdom is another. What Gita Acharya, Sri Krishna preached to Arjuna is not just the knowledge, it is the wisdom, believe me. And that wisdom will eventually result in, and it will enlighten us. That is why, even today when I am teaching to the students in the Management Institute, the first word you can see in Bhagavad Gita, it starts with Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre, Dharma. And even today, the corporate guys have been talking about the righteousness. The righteousness is a very key word here. What is my right as that of a teacher? So point is that. And this will enrich all the participants here, because this particular organization is doing a yeoman service. Be a wisdom-oriented person. And today we talk about distilled wisdom, which Sugudendra Tirtha Swamiji and Sushrendra Tirtha Swamiji and our Guru Dr. Gopalachar sir and our administrator and also the Divanar of the Puttiga Mutt, we have been talking about the thing of imparting the wisdom to our generation, and that will make India truly enriched with what it is. Last part, it is about the system. What is the system in IKS? System is all about this, my dear friend. You have to codify the language. You have to put it in a systematic pigeon box and compartment so that the referring to it and understanding to it becomes very clear. We talk about what is called the Swadharma, which is a personal code of conduct. We talk about universal dharma, which is a universal code of conduct. And all these contributions, we have not taken it from the West, and we have given it to them. And we should be proud about this. Once we are really proud about it, I think everything will happen. Even when I was teaching on the other day to my students in the institute, I said Vedas are Shrutis. What do you mean Shruti here? Shruti is basically here, you just listen. While listening, the Upanishads will say that you have to remember that your inside listener should disappear. What a beautiful thought process. I think 2 weeks of our training program, all the young students who are here, you got to listen to this. It says the inside listener should disappear. Otherwise, the inside listener will edit when you are listening. That's not going to be a true listening. You are only hearing. Shruyate anena iti Shruti. So what is listening? MBS require listening, scientists require listening, I require the listening, and Mutt people require the listening. What do you mean listening here? Listen only to Veda, it will tell you. Don't listen from a listener inside. He got to be or she got to be disappeared. Otherwise, he will edit you and he will make all the changes when you listen to a person. Listen intently. And this is listening. No scripture of the world can give this. Either the Chinese civilization or that of Babylonian or that of your Roman. They were there, they went, they gone. Why? Indian civilization is knowledge civilization. That is why it is even today it is consistent. Even today it is on and on and on and on. And those civilizations are not there because they do not have the continuity of the wisdom in that. And Indian civilization is basically a wisdom civilization. That is why it is on and on and on and on. How long? We do not know. So ladies and gentlemen, look at each thing from a crystal clear angle and make a difference to you and to the people who are with you, not under you, who are with you. And that will enrich your life, life of the society, life of this nation. And in that spirit, if we work and if the entire workshop happens in this way, and if you disseminate this knowledge to your own patients or the people who will be attending to your thing, I think that will. So with the last word, I will stop here. You know, in Ayurveda or in medicine, there is one beautiful custom is there. What is that custom? The custom says very beautifully, I treat a patient and he cures. All doctors, you know this. Who is treating? I am only treating as a human being with my qualification. But the curing person is he. Right? And he cures. If you start your aspect of learning from that, great. That is why in India, in ancient India, learning is Ananda. The Paramananda you will get only when you synchronize your learning with the God. I mean, Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnarpanamastu.
ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧೀರ್ ರಾಜ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೇರಣಾದಾಯಕವಾದಂತಹ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ನುಡಿಮುತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಶೋಭೆಯನ್ನು ತಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಎಸ್.ಎ. ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ಅವರು ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಚ್ಯ ಸಂಚಯ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ತುಳುನಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಗಳನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟಿಬದ್ಧರಾದವರು. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಗಳಾರಿ, ತುಳು ತಿಗಳಾರಿ ಲಿಪಿ, ಮೋಡಿ ಲಿಪಿ, ಅನೇಕ ಲಿಪಿಗಳ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟು. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗುಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಅವರು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪಿಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಮ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಗಿಡದ ಬೀಜವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗಿಫ್ಟಾಗಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸಿ ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಕರಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೈದ್ಯ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲೂ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ಗಿಡ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು, ಆ ಲೀವ್ಸು ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ಸಿದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಯ ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಉತ್ಸವ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ದೇವರ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಉತ್ಸವ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಹಸ್ತಪ್ರತಿಗಳದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
So this is about coriform brachyolifera, that is Shithala, and today it is red listed in the world. Till now, our forum, myself, more than 55 lakhs of digitized. So I have small unit. I want to make my house as a Lipi Mane, in the sense a scripter's house, old traditions. So this is a passion I developed. I have exposed a number of inscriptions on Tulu Lipi and Tulu script, and Tulu Bhagavata, Ramayana, and many scripts. In the year 2007 itself, I digitized. Now the knowledge system has come forward, and I am providing so far 1,03,801 seeds across the globe has been dispersed. Now it is ready. 1 more lakh this year collected, seeds ready for dispersing. So this is my humble way, all uchit. That is, I am not taking a single pie from anybody. I am doing, this is Amrut Baldi, which has cured many of our, during the COVID time. And so I brought it to show and also to inaugurate. Through this I requested. So later you can make it a garland to the Deepam. And the small budding of this tree is here inside. Okay. So this is also.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಕೃಷ್ಣಯ್ಯ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರು ಹಾಗೂ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಫೋಟೋ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ದಾಖಲಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಫೋಟೋ ಭಾಗವತರ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು.
Jagadguru, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Today, Vadaraja Research Foundation is proud to have this program, because through this very purpose of that research foundation is activities like this only. The ministry has given that opportunity to this institute. So we are very proud of this program, and we thank the ministry concerned officials, especially Chief Director Mr. Rabinarayan Acharya ji. We congratulate him for giving this an opportunity to us. And actually, as Professor Sudhir Raj told, we have lot of knowledge system with us. That is to be exposed of. This type of that activities, if goes on regularly, then definitely it will reach the common people. So finally it has to reach the common people, as Krishnaya has shown how research he has done, and how he is taking the activities. Like that, this knowledge system, especially based on Ayurveda, which is having more than 5,000 years of record. That is, it is not in use, we can say. We came to know that this ministry has got this department, and it is the activities are going on like this. Now he immediately has reacted that whatever that item given, it will be kept in museum. That means it conveys the message to all the people So because we have our own system, how it is being written. Everything is, we have our own systems, but we've forgotten. So this is an workshop mainly based on these activities. So I think, according to me, the participants are definitely, they are lucky enough to have this program. So I congratulate them also. So, and I wish this program a grand successful one. And I once again thank that CCRAS. So let them have this type of activities in future also. Definitely our research foundation always be with them. Thank you one and all.
Task is being given to you, try to complete those tasks, then only you will have the demand that you will be a part of author of that book or part chapter. जो टास्क आपको दिया जाएगा, आपके कहने से आप ज़्यादा किसी को कुछ नहीं दिया जाएगा, जो आप कर सकते हो उतना डॉक्टर कर जी से बात करके उसको कंप्लीट करने के बाद आपके ऑथरशिप रहेगा। तो इसके बाद नहीं कि आधे से 2 लाइन करके आज रजिस्ट्रेशन करके चले जाना, बाद में रहना, ये हमारा प्रिंसिपल से बाहर है। यू मस्ट बी वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड अबाउट दिस, दैट इज द थिंग।
From this organization and from CCRAS and faculty and students from SDM Ayurvedic College Udupi, SDM Ayurvedic College Hassan, and friends. So myself, Dr. G.P. Prasad, Assistant Director, National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, one of the prestigious institutes of CCRAS, which has its reputation all over the world. So our institute, National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, is a WHO collaborative center for literary and fundamental research. So in Ministry of Ayush, only 2 institutes are having this credibility of being peripheral institutes of WHO. Among these 2, one is our institute, another one is ITRA Jamnagar. So, and our institute is also having Center of Excellence project from Ministry of Ayush. So, under which also we are taking up of many manuscripts transcription projects. So, now I am here to give a brief outline about why these projects should be taken and what is the use of these things, how we are protecting our heritage through manuscripts. Not only Ayurveda, even we are protecting heritage of Siddha, Unani, and even naturopathy, yoga, homeopathy, Sovarikpa, etc. So, manuscripts of Ayurveda and allied medical sciences, preserving India's medical heritage. Why you need to know these things? Because you are taking the part of protecting heritage and translating the medical heritage to public mode books, and later we can take up some preclinical studies among the formulations which are mentioned in those books. Later clinical studies can be taken up and formulations will reach the common man. So from manuscripts, from books, we are going to make all these things available to the common man itself. For that purpose you are here. It is not a simple transcribing or just you are as it is there in manuscript, you are transcribing and publishing. We are publishing. It is the starting, it is not the ending. What we should think, this is the basic step, and you are the persons who are tomorrow making these heritage available to the common people, to make you know what you are doing and how much is there to be done and how much dedicationally we have to do all these things. Everything will be covered in my brief lecture. Okay? So what is the difference between India and other countries in holding manuscripts or literary document? How is it our heritage? These are the two major components. So Sir has already morning told Indian knowledge systems, about Indian knowledge systems. So it is beyond our imagination how much we are having, how much knowledge is there in the manuscripts itself. We have gone through so many inscriptions also. Manuscripts may be considered as the secondary resources. Even we are having the primary resources like medical inscriptions. If you see in the 2nd century BC, 250 BC, Ashoka, from Ashoka inscriptions itself, the 11th century AD Agalaya inscription of Saidapur, or Tirumukkal inscription of Tamil Nadu. So where 15-bedded inpatient department was there, where there was a surgeon, there was a physician, there was a partman, there was a paricharak, and there, it has been engraved on temple walls. Engraved on temple walls that there was a physician and surgeon, how much amount was paid. I am telling this is in 11th century, not 20th or 21st century. In 11th century, India was having that much heritage. There was a 15-bedded inpatient department. There was a pharmacy which provides more than 20 formulations for the welfare of the patients. Like you people, there are so many Sanskrit matas were there. So for the treatment of the students also there were hospitals. There were maternity hospitals. If you go and see Malkapur inscription. So we are having huge heritage. If you see that heritage, you will fear. Why we are not able to project this heritage to the world medical people? So we prepared near about 270 primary inscriptions and more than 600 supportive inscriptions are there. Only on Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana Prasada itself 500 inscriptions are there. And patronage, kings have supported to provide prasada to poor people, what to be prepared, what are the ingredients, how it should be prepared, everything was engraved on the stones. So, if you see Egyptian papyrus, they are having 6 or 7 papers. They are telling our medical heritage is supreme. So there you are having papers, that is also 6 and 7, or you can say books. But here, stones were engraved, copper plates were engraved. So nothing they left. And Sasana, how to write a Sasana? In Yajnavalkya Smriti, in Kautilya Ardhashastra, there are separate people, that is separate a science itself. How it should be engraved, why it should be engraved. So one Sasana means there will be Rajamudra will be there. So why that Rajamudra? Today you are seeing the gadget. Today you are seeing the Padma Awards. So in a Sasana Vaidya name has come means that person has given that much support to the people. He is such an important person to that kingdom. So like that our medical heritage is there. Our medical heritage is never lost because it has been engraved on stones, copper plates which never perish. Okay. So this is one side. We are having another side, manuscripts. So both if you are collaborating, both you are comparing, there is linkage between that. For example, in Charak Samhita there is Janapadodvamsa chapter. Majority you know. So if any epidemic is there, you have to leave that place. It has been mentioned in Charak Samhita, isn't it? So the same thing was engraved on a temple wall. In Andhra Pradesh, there is a Balaji temple. In that temple wall, it was engraved. In the 11th century AD, there was a disease called Marijwara. What is Marijwara? That time plague. So that village was suffered from Marijwara. Villagers left that village. After 1 year or 2 years, they came back. That was also mentioned. These people have left this village because of this disease. So the history, the epidemics, even if you see paleopathology, Harappan civilization, if you see the excavation sites of Bihar, so you will find usage of medicinal plants 5,000 years back, 10,000 years back, 20,000 years back, which tells you whatever has been written in the manuscripts, that is 100% proven. It is not simple the paper and pen. These are considered as the textbooks. So you might be thinking manuscripts means that time books. So scribes, one famous person, with his experience, he had written a book. If that book has got the popularization, then the same book was written multiply by the scribes in different languages, different scripts, different places. That's why the famous books like Charak Samhita, Susru Samhita, Vagbata, we are having multiple copies from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. So that much popular those books are. And you might be knowing the Hemadri. Who is Hemadri? Who had written Ayurveda Rasayana commentary. Do you know that he had served 4 kings, 4 Yadava kings for 40 years? It was not mentioned in our Itihasa, Ayurvedic Itihasa. Now we are finding all these in inscriptions. He was the elephant riders minister. He was the chief minister and head of the elephant riders. Because he is a medical man, he used to treat the elephants also. He invented the Modi script. He invented a temple development in Maharashtra and other areas. There was 6 lines inscription telling about Hemadri. Hemadri, because of Hemadri, only the king was able to conquer a village. So our physicians were chief ministers, our physicians were Samant Rajas, our surgeons were there, Agalaya. He had also served 4 kings in Telangana region. So he has also been given a subordinate king status. So all these, if you see Bopadeva, in Hemadri inscriptions, Bopadeva name has come. Bopadeva was the disciple of Hemadri. That was written on the stones. So you can both compare these manuscripts and inscriptions. Sar has told he has translated many Tulu inscriptions. So there are thousands, lakhs of inscriptions, crores of manuscripts. How many we have transcribed so far? How many are deteriorating in the what you call so many regional what you call individual collectors, or even some archaeological departments? There is no staff. So all these we will discuss. How our heritage we have to protect, how much is deteriorating day by day, how vigorously we have to do, everything we will discuss. India's manuscript heritage is unique. So some scholars might be telling there are near about 5 million manuscripts, but another study says there are more than 30 millions, more than 3 crores. If everything is documented, it might be more than that also. And vast linguistic diversity. In nowhere world, this much continuity is not there. For example, if you are seen Egyptian or earlier medical systems also, through which now Unani is claiming their ancestors are from what you call ancient civilizations, those continuity is not there. Later they have come over to India, they have translated, transcribed many our Ayurvedic literature to Persian and Arabic language. Then they incorporated our medicinal formulations, our Siddhanta. There is no 4 dosha Siddhanta in ancient civilizations. That has come from Ayurveda only. So imbibed our concepts, imbibed our medical literature, and they developed their Unani. So that's why we are considering Unani is also our system, because majority of the things have been carried forwarded from Ashtanga Hridaya, Ashtanga Sangraha, Vagbata, Charaka and Susruta are regional textbooks which were transcribed to different Persian and Arabic during the period of Mughal invasions. So we are having that continuity, and even we have given the continuity to the damaging medical systems also through our Ayurveda. That is the beauty of Ayurveda. Many today's medical system, including Chinese medical system, it may not be completely baseless if we are telling something has been taken from our Ayurveda, even Chinese medical system also. Wherever the concepts have come, wherever the principles have come, wherever there are many medicinal plants have been used. Rasyastra, nobody has invented this one. They always tried to enrich our medical heritage. From 9th century to medieval period, This Nagarjuna period, even from 3rd century also, if you see, so mercury has been taken and they have changed the entire life, that Dhatuvada, turning the lowest metals to gold, or Dehavada, from the disease condition to normal condition, or even Rasayana, Vajikarna, etc. drugs. Through Rasastra, if you see, vast collection we have got. There are hundreds of Rasastra books. Many have not been transcribed even today also. So this, how this is progressed, how many manuscripts we are having, how much we have to translate, how many critical editions we have made. So we are talking about unpublished manuscripts only now. If we want to do the critical editions, we are having, our institute is having thousands of manuscripts. I will show you all those details. So even all the basic principle department people or all Ayurvedic fraternity who are having interest, if they work together also, I can barely say even 100 years if you work vigorously, we are having content to be transcribed, to be translated. Then if you come to the preclinical studies, and even if you want to do the clinical studies, it may take even 1000 years also. Why I am telling, how many of you know how many Ayurvedic formulations are there? So for your surprise, I am telling, altogether if you put allopathy, all medicines, if trade names you remove, there are 500 maximum. Upper end you can take it as 1000. Only TKDL is having more than 1 lakh Ayurvedic formulations. These formulations means there might be some hundreds or tens of drugs. One drug will be having hundreds or thousands of molecules. All 500 whichever allopathy drugs you are considering, they are only molecules, 1 or 2 molecules. In one drug, thousands of molecules. In one formulation, tens to hundreds of drugs. And if you are using these combinations, how many molecules will come? If you want to do research, if you want to do complete clinical research, how many years it will take? And this is, I am telling, whatever translated, which TKDL is having. If you are transcribing, translating the entire Ayurvedic manuscripts, then how many formulations will come? How many drugs will come? How much IKS work we have to do? So, it cannot, that's why I told initially in my slide, how you can compare it with to the world heritage. In the world heritage, nobody is near to India. If I want to say proudly, they cannot be near to India, at least in medical system. That's why now allopathy people were approaching us, because we are having this much heritage. If they want to find new molecules also, they have to come to the herbals. They have to come to the Ayurveda. They have to go through the Rasastra. So this much work we are having, untapped knowledge. Even if you see Namami, National Manuscript Mission, they are having an Excel. They have shared it to us. It is also having near of 1.5 lakh Ayurvedic manuscripts. Okay, I will share those also to you. So the heritage is recorded on a wide variety of indigenous material. You know very well, palm leaf, paper, even this thala. If you go to what you call Guwahati and northeast, there agar wood. On agar wood, they have transcribed beautiful manuscripts, even with images, even with the paintings they have done. So we have not touched even old Bengali, Assami manuscripts have not been even transcribed. Very little have been transcribed. They have not been translated. Today only we are going to take 600 GB data we are having. Around 500 manuscripts will be there from northeast for limited sources. Ministry of Ayush is having more than 1,000. You imagine how many scripts you can learn. And you are fortunate enough being a Samhita Siddhanta person. Once upon a time, Samhita Siddhanta means people who are not getting clinical, those used to take the Samhita Siddhanta. Now that is not the condition. Now, choicefully, many people are taking Samhita and Siddhanta and Sanskrit, because you are God-blessed people. So much huge literature is there. Once you learn Sanskrit, Devanagari, you can learn any other script very easily. The IQ levels, daily they are chanting. It will be enhanced like anything. They are fortunate to be here.
So with this motto, CCRAS wants to protect our heritage. Okay? These manuscripts serve as a historical database of Indian flora. If you are taking all the ancient manuscripts, medieval period, what happened? Charaka, 1000 will be there. In Vedas, hundreds of plants have been used. Coming to the medieval period, Nigantu period, thousands of herbs have been included. And if you are collecting 300, 400 years back books, manuscripts also, then you will find the regional flora also. Many non-classical Ayurvedic drugs have been included by the regional physicians. For example, if you are in Karnataka, whatever drugs are available in that Karnataka state, they have included in their regional books with their regional names. And the regional names itself is also having the database which shows its pharmacognosy, which shows the synonyms of the plants were also denotes many properties of the plants. So like that, it is going to enhance our pharmacopoeia. It is going to enhance our formulary if you are transcribing the things. So in the era of biopiracy, these manuscripts provide the prior art necessary to protect the traditional Indian knowledge. Organizations like CCRAS support TKDL. Whatever the data today TKDL is having, that was provided by CCRAS. Okay? So the manuscripts heritage of India is unique. It's a linguistic and scriptural diversity. I am telling to you, there are hundreds of, if I am not wrong, hundreds of varieties of languages and scripts in India. Tulu, people are telling. If you are going to Kerala, different types of scripts. Even if you go to the Andhra, different types of scripts. Even Telugu also, 100 years back Telugu, 300 years back Telugu, 1000 years back Telugu, if you are getting. So even that cursive writing, how many scholars, how many today native people, though I belong to Andhra Pradesh, I am not able to even read some of those manuscripts which have been written in the cursive form. We should be very grateful. Even Telugu, Kannada, we are having more letters. Directly, many Sanskrit texts have been transcribed in Telugu and Kannada scripts itself. In Andhra Pradesh, before independence itself, many books were translated, many books were transcribed. Means the sloka, the Sanskrit sloka, they have transcribed or written in the Telugu script, and they have given the Telugu translation also. So if you see 400 years, 500 years back, say it as Vijayanagara period. So those scholars, though they have written the manuscripts or in Telugu script itself, they are proficient in Sanskrit also. So for the regional, what you call calculations, they have translated many Sanskrit literature to Telugu script, and even they have translated to Telugu language. Like that, we got many books, Basavarajyam, for example. So he clearly mentioned that many books I have read. Whatever the important formulations for each and every disease, I have taken. Those Sanskrit were written in Telugu. We are having wonderful, intact, complete Basavarajyam manuscript in our museum. Near about 1000 folios are there. Are you following? So like that, some are the compilations, some are the unique textbooks itself. For example, Netra Darpana. So entirely, exclusively text on eye diseases which have been written in Telugu poems. So Telugu grammar, Kannada grammar is also wonderful. They are having Utpalamala, Champakamala, Kanda, Sisa, different types of poems. In these poems, Ayurveda has been written. There are more than 100 published, 100 manuscripts on Telugu poems, Telugu Ayurveda Padya Granthas. Among them, 50% only transcribed and translated, remaining 50% are kept there. We have to do that one. If I am not wrong, there might be hundreds of Kannada Vaidya Granthas. You have to bring them out. And all the matas, all the sacred places, who wants to protect the Hinduism also, they have to bring back, or they have to collect these manuscripts. Regional manuscripts, especially I am telling. If Kannada people, even in Sanskrit, recently we have an MOU with Karnataka Sanskrit University. There also, I stressed this one. If Karnataka state people, Karnataka state Ayurvedic scholars are not transcribing Kannada manuscripts, then who can? Your mother tongue is Kannada. Relevant scripts you can easily learn. If a North Indian person wants to learn the Tulu, it is difficult. If they want to learn the Kannada script, it is difficult. For you people, it will be very easy. So you have to move with a passion. If anybody you knows, one manuscript with one page or one formulations, if you are not transcribing something, best thing has been written in those 2 lines. We are losing. That heritage we are losing. That formulations we are losing. So with that dedication, you have to transcribe or translate these manuscripts. So whatever today you are transcribing, who knows, in that textbook, some new formulations may come, which may change the entire scenario of a medical system itself. There may be some concepts which we don't know, which have not been mentioned in our ancient classics. So even if I am seeing many veterinary books also, whatever the anatomical terms, till date we have translated Charaka, Susruta. Great scholars have already translated. They have given the equated anatomical terms. Now coming to animals, the terminology is different. Disease names are different. Again, we have to start from the root. We have to go through the definition. And then we have to compare with today's anatomical books also. There you have to find the anatomical term which is equated. Why we have to compare? So if you see in Asva Vaidyaka of Jayadatta or Salihotra of Ghana, one complete chapter is on anatomy. And for each and every term they have given the definition. And if you compare those anatomical terms, those are more than the today's anatomy of Merck's veterinary manual or any anatomy book. If you compare, these terms are larger than that. Means they have given the anatomical definition of the minute to minute anatomical terms also. Then diseases, they have given many disease names. Now we have to identify, because we are that continuity has been broken. So this continuity has been continued till date. There is no necessity again to see the modern veterinary books or modern anatomy books now itself. You might be knowing each and everything. That continuity is there. If I am teaching, you are understanding the things and you are able to treat the cattle or able to treat the horses. Now that is not the condition. So even today, if you want to understand our Ayurvedic textbooks itself, you are supposed to compare those things to modern anatomical books. You understand what I am telling? Even modern veterinary people want to study these books also, they should know the equivalents. Who will do all these things? Again, Sanskrit, Ayurvedic people has to sit together, and we have to take help of a veterinary doctor, veterinary physician, and you are going to translate it later after you are transcribing. While transcribing, you may do some mistakes. Those mistakes will also be identified while translating those books and comparing with multiple books which we are considering as for the critical edition itself. So this much work is going to be happen, this much work is remaining. Manuscripts as a source of research and heritage. So progress of various kingdoms. Why these many manuscripts have come? I have already told you. So progression of kingdoms, regional kingdoms have come. So they started working to make the even Vedanta, even our Purana, everything should be available to that regional people in the regional language. That's why all these regional texts have come. Otherwise, everything was earlier in Sanskrit. So development, Britishers had damaged many things, but the good things what they have done is, though they say by mouth, yours is unscientific, but they know in their hearts of hearts, ours is highly scientific than their science. That's why they started protecting our manuscripts. They started taking our manuscript to London. They started manuscript repositories. They only started translating the inscriptions. They only started identifying the scripts. In the British time, I am telling. They have translated through Archaeological Survey of India was started before independence itself. Many volumes which today you are seeing were available in the British time. Later, after independence, the research, the government support is very meager. You should understand. And many repositories which they have started, they protected Ayurvedic manuscripts also. But during the freedom fighters' time, many Ayurvedic doctors with dedication, with the support of that time Indian kings, Hindu kings, they have translated these things. In Kerala also there was some ancient publishers. In Andhra also, Pandit Divagopalachari, Achint Lashmipati, they have started the publication of all these Ayurvedic literature, Charaka, Susruta, Ashtanga Hridaya, Ashtanga Sangraha, everything was translated. More than 300 books have been translated in Telugu. Majority, those translated books are also not available today. That is the fate. Are you following? So, not only manuscripts, we are also supposed to collect the published rare books which were published before 1947 itself. Before independence itself, when there are very minimum facilities, like these facilities are not available. During that time also, Pandit Divagopalachari, he himself has published more than 50. Vavila Press was there. It has published more than 100. Many regional books, regional manuscripts have also been translated. So, even if you see the Drugs and Cosmetic Act, how many books are there? Ayurveda? These many thousands of books are there, only 50 we are having. So, recently we have started to enrich it to near about 200 books. Among them, with our institute dedication, we have given 70 books. Alone, our institute has given 70 books to include in the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Because we are doing research in Telugu literature of Ayurvedic books for long period, we are able to include 30 Telugu books in that. But Kannada books have not come. Because published Kannada books are very minimum. If you start now, if you are going to publish, then it will include in the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Then the pharmacy people, without going for the preclinical studies, directly they can go for the clinical studies. They can save money, crores of money. So it is not simply transcribing. If you are transcribing, translating, it will heritage your language, your script, your state pride, ultimately Indian pride, ultimately Ayurvedic pride. So this much, what you call passion, this much sacrifice you have to make, you have to do all these things. Position of Ayurveda, I told you, in British time, earlier they were not thinking that Ayurveda was scientific. When Divagopalachari has started treating the plague patients with Hemadi Panaka and Shatadavata Gruta, many patients were treated successfully. Then they started recognizing Ayurveda. They have given one, what you call Gandapendera, golden one, to this Pandit Divagopalachari. They have given the Pandit name to Divagopalachari. Later they started protecting Ayurvedic heritage. So like this, many manuscripts have been published. So these are the practical and good things I have told now. Practical hurdles in protecting the medical heritage, that is manuscripts. For example, I am not telling this organization. There are so many state government organizations, even for example, your Mysore Oriental Manuscript Library is there. There are a lot of restrictions to get the manuscript. They think this manuscript is their what you call their wealth. It is not so. It is public property. Nobody is having rights. It is Indian public property. They have to give if they are government organizations. Even private people, like if you are getting any gold in your field, you cannot take. In the same manner, private person, you can get your name, your father's name. If you are donating, it will be acknowledged. But you cannot claim that it is your property and you want to get wealth out of that. You have to convince the people for a national cause. So people, even today, they are not considering. So some organizations, for example, I am telling, I have gone to recently to Prayagraj. There one archaeological museum was there. When I approached them, I am from government organization, they are state government museum. For one page of manuscript, they are asking 1,000 rupees. For government people, that is also for research. If a person who had given that manuscript, he might have thought the same thing, do you get that manuscript? No, no. No government organization will get a manuscript if anybody is not giving, if they are thinking it is my property. So how many manuscripts any mata is having or archaeological repository is having, those are not their ancestor property. Those are the public property. The people were kind enough to donate that, thinking that this mata will take care of this one, this archaeological museum will take care of this one, and they will translate it and they will make it publicly available to the common man, not for bloody your usage or personal gain. So these hurdles still we are facing. Even in the 21st century, even Prime Minister's call has come, even then we are not getting the access to many manuscript libraries. Neither they do, nor they will allow to do. Whether they are protecting the manuscripts, worm eaten. If you see some poor condition. Recently we had an MOU with, in a public forum, can I tell or not, I don't know. In Orissa, one museum we have gone. With a lot of effort, our team has gone there, spending near about 20 to 30,000 for tickets and everything. When we have opened the manuscript was like this. It is not opening. All worm or moisture has make the folios intact. We cannot open. If you want to open also sophisticated instrumentation, again we have to moisture it, lot of procedure it. Neither they will do. They won't give that also to make that one. So they are afraid. If it is publicly coming that we have damaged these manuscripts, then issues will come. So that's why so many people won't allow you even to enter the manuscript repository, even though it is a government organization. Or otherwise, another hurdle is, if they allow, there should be a person who will give you the manuscript. They have to sit. If I am going there, I will tell my people to sit there from 9 to 5. So they have to sit there 9 to 5. Additional work burden. Why should we spoil our smooth running? This type of thinking. Government organization, private people with lot of ignorance, they may consider it. There might be some, what you call, more worthy thing, crores of rupees will come, like that formulations might be there if Ayurveda means. Nothing will be there. 90% are already published. Only 10% are unpublished. In those 10% also, 1% will be quite unique one. Okay? So even if that is coming to the public, it will be useful. So you have to convince the people. You not only transcribing and translating, being a Karnataka state people, I request you people with the passion, you try to find where those manuscripts are available. You convince the people. Ultimately, today you are able to transcribe means how it is possible? Because some good people have donated or they have given the access to transcribe it. That's why we are able to transcribe, we are able to give you the Rozgar. For one word we are giving, from CCRAS we are giving the honorarium, we are publishing those books. So you, in basic principles department, you will be getting the authorship. Tomorrow you are getting the lectureship, or you might be getting some benefit out of it. For all these things, which is the base point? Manuscript, the gentleman who has donated, who has given the access to that manuscript. So this much linkage is there. So we are trying all those major hurdles in procure manuscript from individuals. Some people, they will do worship every day, keeping it in the puja room. They won't allow even touch them. So then we have to go with a priest like our Karsar. Through him we have to approach them. We have to convince. We will also respect your ideology. Just allow us to take the digital copy. We will digitage at your doorsteps. Again you take your manuscript. Some people will think these manuscripts might be having some Bhota Vidya. So if we are keeping, it may damage our progeny. So some Jyotisha will go there, he will tell, because of this one you are not getting children, or you are getting only, you are getting the loss in your business. Then they will throw all these things in the well or in the river itself. These two categories are there in individual collectors. Some people consider we may get some money. So these hurdles are there. We have to overcome these hurdles. If they are thinking that it is damage their progeny, then donate us, we will take, our institute will take. Okay, so like that you have to convince them and we have to bring the manuscripts. Solution to overcome hurdles in procuring from individuals, if government should also consider, if an officer have been deputed for one seminar, at least 20,000, 30,000 expenditure will come. So that 20,000 or 10,000, there should be a mechanism to provide. If any poor man is having the manuscript protected for centuries together, there should be a mechanism. That mechanism not have been evolved. Now we have kept money in the Center of Excellence. If any organization is asking for polio this much money, that also we can provide and we can take up based on issue and issue base. Okay, like that we have to make some sense also. Major hurdles, organizations I have already covered. Solutions to overcome also I have covered. So future perspective, we have to protect. Wherever we go, we have to collect. First we have to give the treatment. We have to take the manuscript. Digital copy we have to take. With respect we have to give. One gentleman has called us through our institute, Sisrakanta Misra from Orissa. One fine day I received his call. Sir, I am having 2 manuscripts. I want to donate. How shall I come? Then I told you come. We will provide AC 2-tier fare to you, to our institute. We will give the accommodation. You stay here, we will digitize and we will hand over your manuscript to you. Then he became ambassador of our institute. He gathered near about 30 to 40 manuscripts from different people. He has donated more than 200 rare books. Like this it will happen. Today if you are convincing one person, like sir, so he can be our ambassador. He can stimulate many people because these people can convince the local people. They can say nothing damage will happen to your manuscript. You will get a pen drive or soft copy. You can take printout and you can do worship of this manuscript. Like that you have to convince each and every person. Then you will get more manuscripts. You might be knowing there are thousands of manuscripts kept in abroad. So India is also trying for that. Some published manuscript out of country people also very intelligent people. Some manuscript they are keeping online. Whichever already published, which are in the public domain, those only they are keeping. Which are unpublished, which they consider as important, they are not putting. So for those manuscripts also we have to do vigorous work. For example, Siddhasara Nigantu. When I was in BHU, in Draviguna department, our sir, Professor P.V. Sharma. So he came to know there was a manuscript, Siddhasara Nigantu, which was earlier taken from India to Germany. So all Sanskrit things have been transcribed to German language, transliterated to German language, German script. So he paid amount to take that German script one. Then that time he had paid near about 1,000 rupees for near about 20 folios manuscript. Again he transliterated from Germany to Devanagari and he published it. Our manuscript, which was in Devanagari script, Sanskrit language, has gone to Germany. They have transliterated to Germany. Again from Germany, we have brought it and we have transliterated it to Sanskrit and we have translated to Hindi and English. So now the conditions much improved. People are coming forward. They also know Ayurveda. Thanks to COVID also. It has also made so many people aware about Ayurveda. So steps to be taken to preserve the wealth. We are doing all these things. This is what I may plea. At least voluntary organizations, Hindu organizations, they have to take care of our heritage. Final solutions to overcome the hurdles in procuring the manuscripts and protecting heritage. No solution except working with passion, sacrifice and dedication. So with this CCRAS model of collection, protection and exhibition of manuscripts, you can go through our website nwmh.nic.in. We used to get so many letters from Hassan also. Earlier we used to give directly. Now we are offering them. You transcribe, we publish. Okay? So now, publication part CCRAS has taken. And you should also tell the people, being the apex organization, Ministry of Ayush, so anybody is having Ayurveda manuscript, for example, I am telling, what can they do? Ultimately, it should reach to Ayurveda fraternity only. Who will do research? Again, Ayush people only do. Then who is the apex authority? Minister of Ayush. So people should consider this one. If it is, for example, Vedic literature, then Vedic people can do. If it is medical literature, medical people only will do now. That is also Ayurveda means Ayurvedic people will do. We are Ayurvedic apex organization from Ministry of Ayush. So even colleges are also having. Udupi might be having some manuscripts. So you transcribe your manuscript. We will fund you. For each word we will give 1 rupee from our institute, CCRAS. Even we are having Center of Excellence project. Money you will get, honorarium you will get the authorship, and the book will get wider publicity because it is published by Minister of Ayush, not by Chaukamba. Tomorrow what we will do, the transcribing part, the Mola part, we are going to keep in the E-Grantha Samuchaya. Dr. Rakesh is here. So like E-Nigantus you have gone through, with 1 click, if you want to do the thesis research, what you are doing, if you want to Aswagandha, where Aswagandha, earlier we have to go through the entire text. There was only 1 Chaukamba publication, medicinal plants mentioned in Bruhatrai. Now, not only Bruhatrai, even Ashtanga Sangraha, Ashtanga Hridaya, now near about 100 books we are going to make you online available with 1 click. How all this will happen? If you are transcribing anything, that will also be included in E-Grantha, E-Nigantu will come. So tomorrow, it will do wonders, miracles to Ayurvedic fraternity. So that much care also you have to take. So this is our Amar portal. We are going to enhance it. Here you are seeing 4,700 manuscripts. Near about, these are some old figures which we are going to project you. Now the number has enhanced. We are having another project by the name of CDCAMR, Collection and Digitization of Ayurvedic Manuscripts from all over India. So far, our institute is having 7,000 digital copies, exclusively medical, Indian medical system. Among them, Ayurveda comes near about 5,000, 4,500 to 5,000. Unani also we have digitized near about 1,500. Siddha we have digitized near about 500. We are also having Rucha Ayurveda, Veterinary Ayurveda, and all together. So among these 5,000, if we want to make the critical edition, for example, I am telling Chaukamba has published Chikitsa Sara. Do you get access? You won't get. So the Chikitsa Sara manuscript I am having. Then what I will do? Chikitsa Sara Chaukamba book I will keep as a Pata Beda, and I will make this manuscript as a Mola. Tomorrow it will reach you, because it is Minister of Ayush for government, central government organization. So like that, we are planning to make many critical editions also. Now, first our target is unpublished manuscripts. We are targeting Sanskrit, regional languages, especially Tulu-like scripts, with passion, with dedication, because those languages scripts are not available. Tomorrow, if you want to highlight your heritage, I am the person belonging to this region, you have to translate those things. Are you following? Bhojpuri. Now, there is no lipi. For example, we are having Maithili manuscripts. In Prayagraj Central Sanskrit University, we got near about 30 to 40 Maithili and near about 70 old Bengali manuscripts. Now we have to choose with cursor help those manuscripts. We have already given those unpublished manuscripts. 1,000 manuscripts we got from Prayagraj manuscript repository. 1,000 is a huge number from one organization, one institute. Among those 1,000, we have identified major 30 unpublished, and we have given the work to Prayagraj itself. So all Sanskrit scholars, they have allotted the manuscript. And we are going to make one Ayurvedic person also to sit together, or we will conduct one workshop wherever the, what you call, Sanskrit person may struck in some places where the meaning is changing. There we have to do the little work, and we will going to publish those things. Like that, we have digitized 500 palm leaf manuscripts in wonderful condition in Tunjan Manuscript Library. Among them, 100 are unpublished. I am telling the complete manuscripts. If you are considering incomplete manuscripts, there might be thousands which are unpublished. So again, those 500 manuscripts, first priority to give the opportunity to Tunjan manuscript, means Calicut University, those Sanskrit scholars, those Malayalam scholars will be given the opportunity to transcribe, because that is their property. We are considering like that. After that also, if I want to do and translate that manuscript, we will give the credit in the first page. This manuscript was donated or given by so-and-so institute. With those help only, we are able to bring this manuscript. You imagine, this type of scholarly things we are doing. You are the part and parcel of those type of works. So if you see, I have told you from 1891, in British time itself, this catalogum has come. If you see, near 1 to 39, we got near about 3,965 Ayurvedic manuscripts from catalogum. And if you see the Oriental Manuscript Library also, Baroda, Seleke, Pura, if you see how many manuscripts are there, you can go through. Tanjavur is also having many Kannada, Tamil, Telugu manuscripts. But collector is the chairman of that one. Even Tulu also they are having. They have also kept some rules. So in some places they will give priority to students. If student is approaching them, sir, I want to do research on this particular manuscript, they will take money and they will provide. Take by paying the money. Okay? Give the opportunity to us. We will transcribe it through you, we will publish it. So wherever you want to take, if you want to take from Mysore Oriental Manuscript Library, approach them. They might be rigid. You have to approach. अगर कुछ सीखना है तो बेटा बन के ही सीखना, बाप बन के नहीं है. I have submitted an application and again you are writing, you have not given. Being a government organization, you have to provide. Like that it won't happen. You should be very patient. You should go there. You have to approach them. You have to visit the VC or director. Sir, I am so and so. I want to do this one. This is a wonderful manuscript which I want to do research. This is my letter recommended by my HOD and my principal. Please allow us. So if you are giving in writing, they can't say no for a student. If I am approaching, you give all the unpublished manuscript, they will simply say, we cannot give. One-to-one basis. Otherwise, we can have an MOU. Like that, we had MOU. Many organizations we convinced, but still there are many organizations which we are unable to convince, but there you people can go and you can convince and you can bring. Okay? That is also I am telling, if you are taking any manuscript, for example, Hema from Koppa, she has taken from Mysore Oriental Manuscript Library, one what you call Ashtanga Hridaya, some Vakya, Telugu Vakya. And she has given opportunity to us to publish it. Like that you can, I have given to Hassan Ayurved College, your lecturer I have given, the same thing can be forwarded to Udupi also. Whatever unpublished manuscripts are there, from Mysore Oriental Manuscripts I have given. Only Kannada. There might be many other languages and scripts also. Wonderful manuscripts are there, you can take them. Okay? So like that also you can take. If you want to take any critical edition or anything, you can directly approach us. Tomorrow we are going to upload more than 4,000 more manuscripts to this catalog itself. We are having near about 2,000 rare books also. Rare books, I will show you how wonderful work we can do. There are published rare books. Okay? So from 2009 to 13, we did this CDMM project, collection and digitization of medical manuscripts from South India, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. And we have collected all these manuscripts through Amar project. So in this, we are giving complete descriptive catalog, covering 44 pleats, textual, physical, technical, every data will be there. So by seeing that catalog itself, you can understand whether it is complete, incomplete, what is the script, what is the language, and we have given a brief note about the manuscript. Means the SRF has studied that manuscript, they have gone through each and every chapter, and they have given the brief introduction about that manuscript. So by seeing that, if you are passionate enough to take, you can approach us. Previously we used to provide you, now we are providing and publishing also. Okay, that part you can take up. So these are the details. You can see each and everything will be there, from which state we have collected, what is the reference number of that manuscript repository, if it is individual collector, his name, technical details, author beginning, author ending, author, scribe, scribe beginning, scribe ending, commentary, colophon, sites, whatever they have mentioned, condition, physically, whether it is complete, incomplete, damaged, fully available, so readable or not readable, everything we have given. Physical also we have given. You can see the content of the catalog. You can take up those things. Coming to the rare books also, we have got near about more than 2,500, more than 3,000 rare books. So earlier we got only Telugu books, near about 800. Now we have collected Marathi books from Nasik. We have collected many books from Orissa. We have collected the published books even from Malayalam. If you are able to tell us where Kannada books are also available, Kannada books also nearly 100 we are having. We use it to approach people in this manner only. If you are having any resource, our team will go there, they will digitize and they will provide the digital copy also. Rare books we are considering published before 1960, which today we are not having the copies. Okay? So these are the statistics. You can see Ayurveda, many other also we have collected. If you see the language in Amar portal, Arabic, Persian, Bengali, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Odia, Sanskrit, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu. Now if you are providing Tulu also, Tulu will be introduced. So like this, we are enriching script and languages. You can see different scripts also. What happened? Fine. This is earlier CDMM. You can see Melkota also we have collected from foundation. State-wise you can see the palm leaf paper manuscripts. Rare books also which we have collected. From French Institute of Pondicherry also we have collected many books. So another project which now we are continuing. Through this project also we have collected near about 2,884 manuscripts within 1.5 years. Digital copies, and the catalog has also been completed. Now we are going to upload whatever the catalog we have completed, we are going to upload. Language also you can see Brazil, Dogri also we are having, Vattelutu also script we are having, I think. Tunjan manuscript library, you can see 477 manuscripts we got. Vrindavan, 159. Raghunath Temple Library, online also, they have kept some manuscripts. Andhra University they kept. Ayurveda Seva Sangha, Nasik also we have collected many. Now recent rare books collection, near about 2,000 rare books we have collected. So all this was possible by people like you only, because we used to get the information through mouth to mouth canvas. So from one person we are convincing, we are taking, we are protecting, and he will be happy with that, then he will tell to other people. Like that we are getting. So 5 days after, I have to go to Raipur from another gentleman, Vaidya. He was having 6 manuscripts which were collected by his father. I am going to collect those things. Near about 2000 folios are there. Another in Pradhan was there. He had collected 2 Odia manuscripts. Wonderful collection, completely intact. And he was also having near about 200 rare books, published Odia rare books. So like that, we have to go. We have to approach the people. Once we everywhere, wherever we are going, we are taking, we are giving a certificate to them. Your support for this yajna is highly appreciable. Like that, we will give you a certificate. We will appreciate that person. We will, if he is able to come to our institute also, we will bring him. We will felicitate him. Like that, we are approaching gradually. So once collection, then selecting people like you who are having passion to transcribe. Once transcribing has been completed, then we have to make you capable of translating those things also. Once translation, then it will come to the public forum. So some examples I am showing here. 1933 veterinary Ayurveda book, Anubhava Pasuvaidya Chintamani. This was written by Ejala Sriramal Chaudhary, a gentleman, 700 pages book. He had written complete anatomy of cattle, complete physiology, and he had written post-mortem symptoms of certain diseases in Telugu. He ran an veterinary Ayurveda college for more than 10 years, single man. So he published more than 25 books. Pasu Vrana Chikitsa, Pasu Netra Chikitsa, exclusively treatment for eye diseases of cattle, Pasu wounds ke liye. This Anubhava Pasuvaidya Chintamani, Nuru Pasuvaidya Molekalu, 100 herbs which are more used in cattle treatment. When I have seen this book, one in the back cover they have mentioned 25 books. Where I will get? So I didn't get the remaining books. Then I have seen his name. His place is Tenali, near to Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh. One fine day I went there. So with approaching some other people, it's a small story. So in the mid-May, I visited his house. So by that time I visited, he was not there. His grandson was there. But he was unpad hai. When I approached him, he told, I asked him, your grandfather was such a noble person. He had written near about 25 books. Do you have single copy of those things to protect them? So he told, no sir, only I am having this Anubhava Pasuvaidya Chintamani only. I approached each and every library to collect my father's books. There were hundreds of books which he brought from Burma and other places to know allopathy system also. So he used to diagnose the cattle disease in allopathy, and he used to give the treatment of Ayurveda. So to understand the anatomy and everything, to run the college, he brought those books. So what he has told, in that many Ayurveda books were also there. No library dared to take those books, because I told you, na, work will enhance. They have to put in the register, they have to protect the thing. So they have not taken. So Dimag Pura Kaliya usko. So with kerosene, putting kerosene, he burnt every book. Mid-May, with a lot of effort I have gone, even I have not taken water also, I came back with a lot of agony. But andar wo rahta hai na aapko, God will show you a way. So in one fine day, I visited AP State Archives. That time combined Andhra Pradesh in Hyderabad, Tarnaka, AP State Archives is there. When I visited that institute, I found many rare books of Telugu. Then I approached the director and the librarian. They are kind enough to give us permission to digitize. When I digitized there, I got 22 his books there. So 22 books were digitized. Then I put a project proposal, exploration of veterinary practices in Ayurveda. From his collection and other rare books written in Telugu and English I have taken. Only the formulations only I have taken. So Telugu name, we should protect our script also, our names also. That's why I have given Telugu name. I have changed the diacritical and I have given the botanical equivalent. Whatever formulations he have mentioned for each and every disease, I have mentioned in that. And the disease symptoms he had mentioned in Telugu, that I have mentioned. Then I have compared this literature to Merck's manual, and I put a veterinary doctor to vet this total document, and we published it through CCRAS. 1800 formulations have come from 6 books. Near about 700 drugs have been used. Among them, 100 are non-classical. Now you tell, Ayurvedic pharmacopoeia has been enhanced, formulary has been enhanced, and the heritage has been protected or not. So like this, rare books also we have to consider. These are practical things which I want to show you. These are books you can see, Bishak Mani, Sahadeva Pasu Shastra, 1919, Basavarajam, 1897. So why we became that much lethargic in between after independence also in the recent past? Before independence, without having financial support, people published these many manuscripts. They brought these manuscripts from Tanjavur, from Mysore, and they transcribed, they translated, they published. Now we are not able to publish that much with that much fashion, though we are having this much funding. And gradually we are away from the scripts. Experts are vanishing day by day. Youngsters should come forward and they have to learn the science, scripts. These are some Devanagari. Susura Samhita also you can see, it was also published long back into English. You can see these are available in our library. Our library is having 20,000 books. You can see through eMeda portal, you can go through the each and every title. If you type Charaka, you will get 200 titles. So our library is also all over world, they can see it was kept under NIC. Okay, so you can access those things and you can come over to our institute also. You can see Gadanagraha, which was published in 1916 in Telugu, Chikissa Ratnamu in 1879, Ashtanga Hridaya in 1879. We are having the Telugu translation. Rasratna Samuchayam 1924, Chikissa Sara in 1877, Yoga Ratnakara in 1939. This is another wonderful work. You can see Haramekala. You can see the both names in that center. That is Achanta Lashmipati and Pandit Divgopalachari. वो दोनों मिलके एक publication Gopalachari and Lashmipati Memorial. Under that thing they have published hundreds of books. They spent their practical money. They are earning money through their practice. They are spending that money for this protection of our heritage. Now whatever we are doing, we are taking the salary and we are doing. But those people are greater than us. With dedication, with their own money, moving from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, they use it to conduct seminars for the protection of Ayurveda. And they identified first medical inscriptions. This Pandit Divgopalachari had identified near about 20 medical inscriptions and he published it. There are his speeches which were translated. He is a great scholar in Sanskrit also. He made 500 formulations. Single man, 500 Ayurvedic formulations. He did research and he established a lab which was later turned to our CCRAS present CSMDRI, Drug Research Institute. That was established by Pandit Divgopalachari, his followers, Lashmipati, later followers, Captain Srinivasa Murthy, his follower Dwarkanath. You imagine, now we know about Dwarkanath, but you don't know about this lineage. So how much he died at the age of 55. By that time he did many things for Ayurveda. This Haramekala you can see it was written in Prakruta. From Prakruta they have transcribed and translated to Devanagari, Sanskrit and Telugu and published long before. So there are many journals also. You can see Sri Dhanvantari, Nagarjuna, old journals. We are also digitizing and we are keeping the content of those journals in our website. Directly you can go and see. Many unpublished manuscripts they have published in series wise in the journals also. So you can see in regional language, one book I am telling how you will get the formulary, one Telugu Rasastra book published. Okay, so you can see the names. I will tell the names: Sindura Bhushanam, Vishakola Halam, Hutasana Rasam, Roga Andakaraka Rasam, Dhanvantari, Chandamruta, Chanda Marthandam, Chanda Marthanda Sinduram, Rasa Ballatakam, Pashana Talakeswaram. So have you gone? Have you listened these names? So all these are new formulations which were written in the Telugu book. All these are his own practical experiences. If you are losing that manuscript, you are losing these formulations. How can you protect your heritage? So this is published book. The beauty is this is the published book, now it is not available. So like that, many books you can have, you can see. These many Padya Granthas are there. Bahata has also been written. Vaidya Sara, Bishak Varanjana, Serira Tattva, Bahata, Andhra Vaidya Chintamani, Bishak Sudarnava, Vaidya Chintamani, Rasa Pradipika, Sarabarajayam, Lochana Darpanam, Andhra Vaidya Satasloka, Brungaraja Mahima, small book. Like that you can see the remaining books also. How many? These many manuscripts are available. Some published books are available. How much work we have to do. Okay? Kannada also, I don't have much knowledge, just I have shown some manuscripts which are available, which have been taken care for publication. So there might be hundreds of unpublished. Even Ramadev Babaji is also publishing many manuscripts. For your reference I have given. From NMM, I have already told you 1,40,000. I had the list. From the list I have identified some rare manuscripts. Some of them might be published, but which I considered as rare. Near about 170, I have given the list to Namami people. You can collect these manuscripts and you can go for the translation. CCRAS, I think more than 80 books are in the pipeline. Some are published, some are about to publish. Okay, some list I have given from different languages for Vodiya, Chikitsa Arnava, Abhinava Chintamani, from Telugu, Basavarajayam and Rasa Pradipika, which are most popular I am telling. There might be many more books for also. Ongoing, actually by 23-24, now all these have been completed. Salihotra I have submitted. Salihotra near about Ghana, 800 pages. 800 pages, complete horse diseases treatment. 200 chapters are there. 200 chapters, near about 300 pages, exclusively formulations. They have mentioned many wonderful new formulations, new diseases also. So it may enrich our pharmacopoeia and formulary. Like that, so many books are going on. You can see the list. So I want to show you some unique manuscripts also. This Asvapala Prakasha, which I have transcribed and published one article also. You can see. So these images might be looking primitive, but they have mentioned, if you see the even today's veterinary manuals also, because they cannot express their diseases. So how horse will behave, how a skin disease, if it is suffering, how it will appear. So everything was given in the image form. The writer is a king. He is a king belonging to the Gosen family. You can see Himmat Bahadur. This is near about 17th century manuscript. Wonderfully written. Like that, Asavaidika Shastra. This was taken up by CCRAS, written by Jayadatta. This was also we have taken Asavaidika of Jayadatta. Vaidya Vallabha, small manuscript, 4 manuscripts we got. From that, we have translated it and we have published. You can see 3 manuscripts. This is the final publication. Dravyaguna Satasloki. This also we published with 3. I have already told you some books written by Yajala Sri Ramala Chaudhary, Anubhava Pasuvaidya Chintamani, Sushka Pasuvaidya Tamo Bhaskara, the second book, which was written by Venigalla Venkatappaya. This was written near about 400 pages in Telugu poems he had written. Another one, Pasunetra Chikitsa by Yajala Sri Ramala Chaudhary, exclusively text on cattle, eye diseases. Pasu Vrana Chikitsa, first one. Pasu Chikitsa Sara, second one. Noor Pasuvaidya Mulekalu, third one. 100 Pasuvaidya herbs. Sahadeva Pasuvaidhyam, Prachena Pasu Samrakshana, Prachena Pasu Sanjeevani. How many breeds are there? How to protect the cattle? What feed we have to give? How should we maintain the cattle shed? Everything was written in Telugu. So, I told you, I have brought this exploration of veterinary practice in Ayurveda consider from these 13 books which were published in the regional and English language. So, you can see 1813 treatments intended to treat 322 diseased conditions. So, system wise I have given, this is exploration of veterinary practices. So, now also Salihotra Gana we have completed 776 pages, okay, entire text. CCRAS Center of Excellence project also we have taken. This is our Center of Excellence project. So first target, digitization, transcription, transliteration, publication of Ayurveda manuscripts, rare books. So our target is within 3 years we are going to publish 100 books or 10,000 pages if those are small books. So I want to utilize this money and publish at least 200 within these 3 years. That is my target. So we have another one, Drugs and Cosmetic Act. We have near about 200 books. Those books also we are making electronic form, which you will get in future. Okay, near about 200 books you will get in future in electronic form through our e-Grantha Samuchaya. So budget, everything I have given here. So my appeal is, after completion of this one, if you find any manuscript, Tulu manuscript, if you are able to transcribe it, we publish from our organization, and we will give, first page will be dedicated from whom you have got that manuscript. We will give one page exclusively for that organization, and you will get the authorship, you will get the honorarium. For each one word transcribing 1 rupee you will get. Like that we are going to take up the work. So you can approach me at any time, or you can write a letter or email to our institute also. I am interested to take up this work. Then we will allot, we will send a letter to you, and we will give the allotment letter also. You should maintain the, if you are bringing the manuscript, then you have to transcribe it along with the original manuscript, you have to provide to our institute. Or if you are interested, if you have completed this task, if you don't have already, I have given how many books, how many manuscripts I have given to Hassan? 8. You are having near about 4 to 5 now. So 12 manuscripts we have given Hassan, SDM Ayurvedic College Hassan, 1 to Udupi I think. You have come now, madam. So even if you are interested, we are ready to provide. For Datta Megi College, we have given near about 15 manuscripts, and we have given near about 8 manuscripts to Tilaka Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya. We have given Prayagraj Institute. We are going to give, already we have allotted near about 80 manuscripts under Center of Excellence project. Now it is your turn, you can take up more works also. With little diversity, just last 2 slides I am showing. You can see here, this is Unani manuscript. Why I am telling, people are that much passionate enough, they have transcribed homeopathy books also to Parsi and Arabic. These 3 are homeopathy books. which were written in Arabic and Parsi. So our Sanskrit scholars are also not less than them. I will show you another surprise manuscript to you. This is also Ashtanga Sangraha Persian version. Are you following? Now comes, this is Salihotra of Ghana. Salihotra? No. Salihotra, na? What is written there? Okay. This you can see. What is the title? Veera Vaidya Ratnahara Tika Veerahara Latika. We started transcribing the index. I will show that index also. We are finding some different words in the Sanskrit. We are not able to understand what those are. So you can see, anybody can read in between, Sanskrit scholars. Huh? No, letters are appearing, na? Proper, because those are not Sanskrit. That is Unani manuscript, Unani concepts. Parsi Unani concepts, they have Sanskritized those things. Okay? And they have made it Ayurveda. Like Ayurvedic manuscripts have been translated to Parsi and Urdu. In the same manner, Unani manuscripts also, they have transcribed. Transcribed the content, and top and bottom you are seeing the Vyakya. So they have taken all this manuscript is having near about 700 pages. Now I will show you the content also in word format, just a minute. Okay. You can see here. So first we are not able to identify what he is telling. In the content also some Urdu names have come. You are seeing the content, na? Jejjeri Neelyabaha, deep blue indigo colored bile. These are not Ayurvedic concepts, these are Unani concepts. Means Unani concepts also they have Sanskritized, they have made it Ayurveda. So we are also having the manuscripts. So now we are trying to transcribe this one also with experts of Sanskrit, and we are having one Unani research officer also. What actually they did, when we transcribe the total text only, we can understand. The index itself, 70 pages. Okay. So the total text is 700 pages. This is from Jammu and Kashmir. This manuscript is from Jammu and Kashmir. Means their Sanskrit scholars are also having Unani knowledge, or Unani scholars are also having Sanskrit knowledge. Otherwise it is not possible. You understand? So like this, so much of our heritage has been taken there. Okay? In Arab countries or Iran, Iraq. So this is one thing which I want to share you. I think it has struck. Thank you for giving this opportunity. From our institute also, Swati, one Sanskrit consultant is there. So we can attach to you some senior scholars also. Even Vaidyaji is there from Hassan. So they already worked, na? So the persons who have been working in that, they can give the clarity. Like that we are doing. No necessity. For this, no necessity. If institute wants to do more work, okay, then MOU will come. MOU we are having for other related works also. If you are having any manuscripts, if we want to take those digital copies from your side, or for any workshop if you want to conduct, then through that MOU we can conduct. Even without MOU also, we can do wonderful works. There is no necessity. Our portal, in our website it is there. It is there, you can see. Because so many works have been allotted, if you are asking that also, we have to go through it. Now we have to make a, not yet completed, we have to make a table, common table also. Some works have been allotted from headquarters, some we are giving. So all this we have to see. If that has not been taken up, then we will provide. Even we are trying to, already published books are also there now. If we are having the same manuscript, that also we are discussing, we want to make the published book as footnote, as a additional copy, and the manuscript we want to make as a main one, which we are having. Then that rights will come with the CCRAS. That can also be utilized for this purpose. Even such works also we can allot. Already published book is there, we will provide soft copy of that. We are having manuscript. For critical edition also we can give. Even for Hassan also we have given 2 to 3 copies for one manuscript for critical edition. In the same way, Bhojana Vidhi, that time we have given, we are having 3 more Bhojana Vidhi copies. So whatever you have got, we can make it a simple one. As a critical edition also we can publish. Like that we can do. There is no hurdles. It is not that much what you call paperwork will be there, not like that. Simply you can approach, we are providing. We are making these things very easy.
Are there any PhD programs or something like that?
Actually NIMH is having PhD program, Jodhpur. Now what happened? Distance mode NCSM has removed. So persons who are working as SRFs in our institute, they can take up. Otherwise persons who are staying in the Hyderabad city itself, in any college, they can also do PhD. We are having PhD for Samhita Siddhanta and Dravyaguna. So this year only 3 people have been enrolled last year. 2 from Ayurvedic College BRKR, 1 from our institute, Dr. Sridevi. And our institute is also having PhD program with Datta Megi, Maharashtra, for Dravyaguna. Okay?
Next. No.
No.
You cannot get any manuscript under RTI. No.
No, they are having their policies.
No, you cannot get that.
आपने जो है क्यों नहीं दे रहे करके कोई फोरम में पूछ सकता है. RTI में ये नहीं आएगा.
Oh, when I was in National Manuscript Mission, one person applied for under RTI Act that the whole survey work done by National Mission for Manuscripts should be given in digitized form to him. So it was a cost of near about 1 to 1.25 crores of rupees invested by Government of India. How Government of India can give such a huge?
नहीं, प्राइवेट का छोड़ दो आपको. Even government has not made any GO to collect the manuscripts from other departments to Ministry of Ayush. That GO has also not come. First they have to make a GO. Whatever manuscript is there in manuscripts, that is the property of Ministry of Ayush. Like that also we don't have. If that will come in future, we may get access. Once it comes to government, it will be given to each and now how we are giving. Like that, you may also get.
This is a property of the Government of India. You cannot demand it.
अभी इसलिए ना हम लोग उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करना है, मनाना है, लेना है. देयर इज नो अदर ऑप्शन. अग्रेसिव में मत जाइएगा. अग्रेसिव, वही मैं पहले ही बोला था, बेटा बन के ही लेना है, बाप बन के नहीं ले सकते, क्योंकि उनका है. वो नहीं है करके बोलेंगे तो आप क्या करेंगे? मेरा पास नहीं है बोले, आप क्या कर सकते हैं? यू कैन नॉट से एनीथिंग. एंड मेनी पीपल दे आर नॉट इवन कीपिंग देयर मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट कैटलॉग आल्सो अवेलेबल, पब्लिकली अवेलेबल. और बहुत डैमेज हो रहा है. मेन पिटिएबल कंडीशन क्या है, स्पेशली पाम लीफ मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स, इफ यू आर नॉट फ्रीक्वेंटली डूइंग द प्रिवेंटिव कंजर्वेशन and yearly or twice curative conservation, it will damage. और कभी कभी हम लोग बांध के उसको रख लेते हैं, उसका प्रॉपर ह्यूमिडिटी से भी मेंटेन करना है. वो नहीं करेंगे तो भी हम सोचते हैं वो सेफ है, बांध लिया है, अंदर अंदर वो चिपक जाएगा. सो फ्रीक्वेंटली यू हैव टू टेक इट एंड यू हैव टू डू द एक रजिस्टर मेंटेन करके करना है. कंजर्वेटर पोस्ट गवर्नमेंट इज नॉट फिलिंग अप, स्पेशली स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स. If you go to any manuscript repository, there will be hardly one conservator or no conservator. Even if you see the universities also, conservator posts have been abolished. Many universities even not having the faculty. For example, Osmania University of Telangana, archaeology department, there is no permanent position. Archaeology, HOD and staff all are temporary. So कोई पेपर का वाला तो नहीं है ना, हम लोग बहुत ये बोल रहे हैं, वो सभी नहीं लिखने का क्योंकि being a government employee we should not criticize the government, but facts are facts. We moved so many. Once I visited a Andhra Pradesh State Archaeology Museum. 1-2 folios if you are cleaning, you are getting this much of dust and worms, eggs, everything will come. The persons who visits will get so much of pain, pinching pain. If it is in abroad, how much care they might have taken. Our manuscripts, whichever are there in abroad, they are well protected. Though we may not have access, we may have hope that it is somewhere protected. But that is not case with the Indian archaeological departments, state government. If today we are not taking care, कैसे भी उनको मना के वो पहले डिजिटल कॉपी तो लेना है, नहीं तो गया है, वो गया तो गया है. कभी कभी दुख लगता है. सॉल्यूशंस हम यही माने हैं, वही बोला है ना, जाके पहले अप्रोच करना, बार बार जाना, हमसे नहीं होता तो दूसरे से जाना, कैसे भी लेना, फिर ट्रांसक्राइब करना, डिजिटल फॉर्म में लाना, और जरूरत पड़ेगा तो डिजिटल कॉपी को भी फिर से प्रिंट करना. एंड यू सी द ब्यूटी ऑफ आवर मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट्स. Even any paper, today's paper, within 20 years it is going to damage. Books which you are having today's paper, it is not having life more than 10 years. But that is not case with palm leaf. अगर मेरे पास पावर रहता तो मैं फिर से palm leaf में लिखवा लेता था ये पूरा. वो शुरू करना चाहिए, वो शुरू करवाना चाहिए, वो शुरू करके फिर उसको बॉन्ड करना है. 200 years लाइफ रहता है नया palm leaf को, उतना जल्दी डैमेज नहीं होता है. दैट्स वाई दिस मच कंटिन्यूअस lineage is there. Otherwise this might have been broken, we might have lost so many systems and science in India. Because those were written in the palm leaf, it were protected. That palm leaf writing was not practiced in abroad, that's why they lost that heritage. ये है उतना सार ने जो लाया है उसका उतना महत्व है. अभी भी ओडिशा में देर आर पीपल, अगर आपका जन्म कुंडली ऐसा अभी भी पाम लीफ में लिख के रखते हैं, क्योंकि इट विल बी प्रोटेक्टेड फॉर 100 years एटलीस्ट टिल हिज डेथ.
निमंत्रण पत्र भी वो पाम लीफ में लिखा जाता है. अब सपोज किसी का घर में शादी है और वो क्या है कि मामा जी के घर को पहले निमंत्रण जाता है, तो जाएगा तालपत्र में लिखा हुआ जाएगा, उसके साथ सुपारी और पान और नारियल, ये तीनों चीज जाएगा. ये हमारा ट्रेडिशन है.
So generation especially, we are focused digitization and everything. Palm leaf. That is what I need actually. Actually, the things, where are these trees? How we can process it? Nobody has given up the vidya how to process. Okay, so then I felt, so first I have to bring up the trees and collect and make others how to protect their own depositories. I gave chance to some of the institution or who are the stakeholders. If you have 50 manuscripts with you, we will come and teach you how to clean it and make it intact with the citronal oil, because one drop of citronal oil costs, say, 8 rupees. See, these are all pain for us. That is, in the year 2007, from ghar to ghar, from house to house, institution to institution, we had been collected, in the sense, only cleaned it, digitized it, database made. Then people said, you publish this database. I said that no. If I publish, people will tamper or they will make some giving money or something. This has happened. So still it is in the. So then what we did, one manuscripts, Basavana's Shatsthala Vachanagadu, that is, we digitized, and whatever the cost it has for the printing, say in the same, with the free reading of the same old scripture, of the old Kannada you cannot read, we are giving the next page, and in this way we published and begin to give people. It was only 200 rupees for them. To us, we are getting. Sometime, if any donors, institutional donors, charity people, so if they say, in my name, you can give 100 books. So this is how we are, since 5,000 books of Basavana's Vachanas has been disbursed. Now the Krishna Charita is under print actually. Till now, through one of my friend and myself, we have to the many institutions like Melkote, Bangalore University, Dharwad University, we are appealing, say, you give chance to, we will digitize for you and give 1 rupee per page. And as a promoting, you give 1 more rupee.
They engrave different figures of Lord Jagannath or Balabhadra or Subhadra. And they provide to the public that one. So now I thank Dr. G.P. Prasad for his information on the institution that we have worked since last 10 years, 10 to 20 years, lagbhag. NIMH is the oldest institute in CCRAS, which is older than CCRAS also. And it is engaged for the literary work of Ayurveda, homeopathy, and other medical sciences also. And his information is also very helpful to you and to the future generations also who wants to do research on it. And you please utilize the information. I thank you, sir. ऐसे information के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और sir भी एक dedicatively, since he has taken the charge of the institution, वो अभी तक continuously no rest, without rest काम करते आ रहे हैं. इसीलिए हमको हृदय से हम उनका आभार व्यक्त करते हैं और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देते हैं. अभी लंच के लिए हम प्रस्थान करेंगे. लगभग आधा घंटे के बाद लंच करने के बाद हम यहाँ उपस्थित रहेंगे और नेक्स्ट जो CCRAS का एक्टिविटीज़ है हम अभी तक जो किए हैं और जो करने जा रहे हैं, हमारा जो विजन है उसके ऊपर सर राकेश सर आलोकपात करेंगे और हम सुनेंगे। धन्यवाद।